Look, I fully understand that people will see that we're going to put up the price of electricity and this will automatically be seen to be bad. Look, I could have done it another way. I could have kept electricity exactly as it is, and I could have increased tax, and from the greater tax take have funded the great subsidy that we already give to people for the cost of electricity. I thought it was fair to go for those who consume the most. So if you consume less, you will pay less of the new additional charge. But the increase we have given is a discount of 30% on the increase that was scheduled. I have the document from the GSD. The GSD were going to put up electricity by 5% a year for 15 years. They would already have put up electricity by 30%. For home consumers, we're putting it up by 16%, which is 1.6% a year, not 5% a year, a discount of half against the amount that the GST would have put it up already, because it would have been up indeed more, because consumers are going up 16% when they would have gone up 50%. So the discount, I think, is in the region of 1/4. So I think that's something to be very proud of, because we wanted to be very careful about how we have responsibly tried to ensure that we can fund the deficit hole that the pandemic has caused in our economy without putting our hands in people's pockets as taxpayers.
On that note, you described it as a public finance annihilating pandemic, not just in Gibraltar but worldwide.
Look, it's very clear that the public finances of Gibraltar and of the United Kingdom and of the United States and of all of the oil-producing states also are in a very difficult situation, because the pandemic has annihilated our ability to make revenue. We have stopped taking revenue, and we have started giving money to everybody who works in the economy. So for that reason, it would be very unfair for people to look at the public finances, say they are in a dire state, and this is the government of Gibraltar's mismanagement of them, Mr. Picardo's mismanagement of the finances. The opposition may want to do that by pulling the wool over your eyes, but that is not the reality of what was happening. We arrived at this crisis, at the point of arrival, with surpluses. That is to say, we were collecting more than we were spending, and our surpluses were record surpluses. So we had a bigger gap between the revenue that we took and the amount that we spent than any government before. We have shown that we grew our revenue by 77%, whilst we grew our expenditure by about 49%, which means that we grew expenditure by less than revenue. So it would be very unfair to suggest that the government is in any way responsible, because of its management of the finances, for the difficulties in which we find ourselves. In fact, we are in a better shape than we would have been because of the government's prudent financial management and the point of arrival, which was a point of arrival of record surpluses, which the other party, who often criticizes, were never able to deliver.